Not many, I'm afraid. Maybe the occasional. mm, On occasion, I've dealt with a necromancer or two, but not really anything directly occult.
Necromancers do tend to dip their toes into the occult as well. Thankfully for our student, she was not studying under the school of necromancy, although that would have been a big red flag. But you're the most experienced with taking down creatures of occult origin. And of course, Mr. Vigra here is an occultist himself.
Did I hear my name mentioned?
Yeah.
Very important. I'll wave. Even though they're right there.
She'll wave back.
It is quite a shame you do not have any booze. But ignoring that, sudden question, what have you heard regarding local news?
Deruno looks to you and he'll say, well, I heard that there were a couple of odd crimes going out in the city so far. The one that people are talking about the most, aside from the were-creature attack on a bookstore, was this odd suicide involving a young girl from the Lake Lord Academy. General a school of knowledge, you know? We're talking engineers, accountants, literature enthusiasts, magitech workers, all that like. Don't know why she would get involved with such a odd occult ritual. I think people are quick to say it might not have been suicide, because the young Agnola was, from all I heard from the other students, is that she was relatively well liked, and she had, well, some might say a strong mental fortitude. She passed on her whatnot. Right. I say occult ritual because now I've traveled around to other countries, particularly in Kurzai, which is owned by the Katabans, and they have these weird occult rituals involving death. Now, I'm not saying it was some undead, but it could have been homicide.
I'm just kind of nod to that.
Usually human sacrifice, that's usually very sinister.
I'll nod one more time and just go, I appreciate all this info, friend, and I'd like to apologize for my constant use of rhyme. I was cursed a bit ago, and I hope to be free of it in some time. And I'll do a very elaborate bow before I leave.
It looks like he wants to say something, but he keeps it to himself as you bow and leave.
I'll kind of look at him before I leave. And see if he will say that then, real quick.
You'll watch as the same four-armed creature is actually going to come back and start talking to him again.
I'll kind of look down at my arms, and then look where the other two would be. I'm going to leave thinking about, man, what if I had 2 more arms?
Body was taken. Now, there wasn't much to work with regardless, but apparently it was an anonymous person who wanted the body, and then the guards turned up nearby the lake and found the ashes of what they identified as Miss Agnola. So the body is out of the question. However, what we do have now is the academy itself. So we'll be heading towards the Lake Lord Academy here. Y'all ready to speak to some students?
Take another bite and go, I guess I'll write it on 11, B. 2 individuals.
Oh my god. Old hickory smoked.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Who the fuck?
Oh, the hickory smoke. Oh. Yo, you gotta watch out. He has a stand.
Hold on.
And he'll kind of like lean on the table a little bit.
She'll lean in as well.
Was your skin changed by aliens?
I'm gonna look absolutely flabbergasted.
Thesia, eyes wide, looking at Jin. Kind of like...
Because I've heard that is how people's skin colors can change sometimes.
Oh,
And
gods.
I've never seen an orc woman or a man such as yourself with such a pigment.
Jin, maybe you should... I know I said any questions, but... Say... We're here to investigate the recent passing of one of your classmates. We heard that she... don't want to say really like bother, but we heard she was bothered. She bothered you a lot about something.
She says to you in Goblin, she goes, bothering me? No, I was more likely to bother her, actually. She seemed too pretty, you know, goody two-shoes, so... Plus, she had a lot of money, so, you know, I think you were too...
I was right. She is a thief.
She didn't say she stole anything.
Dude.
It's a bit rude to bother someone
No, they're
just based
speaking in
on
Goblin.
looks.
They're
don't
speaking
you
in
think?
Goblin.
So that's
Well,
when you
guess
realize.
what?
That's when you realize.
What? Holy shit.
I know 2 languages, bitch.
Damn. That's crazy. I don't know, so I'm just here.
Oh wait, yeah, Jin does know Goblin.
Dude.
Thesia will
Dude,
sigh.
it's crazy. Y'all are speaking. He's literally head empty at the moment.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to keep speaking in Goblin. So in Goblin, Thesia will look to Marcia and place a nice friendly hand on the shoulder and go, "If you can help us in any way in this investigation, I will absolutely step the two of you up."
She will place her hand on your shoulder and she'll say, "Oh, I'll absolutely help you in this investigation, but I really do want to see a little bit of him, though."
How do you mean? I'll say in Goblin.
Oh, you know. She'll waggle an eyebrow.
Okay, are you saying you're willing to help us if you explore his body first?
Oh, absolutely. Like a submarine in the ocean.
Jin will literally like put a hand. He'll literally like rub his eyes like that.
Trying to process like what's just been told to her, and she goes, "Shall we ask him now?"
I mean,
Can I put a hand on Vice's shoulder?
you can.
I'll put a hand on Vice's shoulder. And just wait for him to look at me.
I'm looking at you.
And then I'll like lean in to whisper.
I'll lean in.
This is very vital to the investigation, but I need to ask you a question.
I'll nod.
What are your views on goblin women?
We're waiting with bated breath now. Like, what is his answer?
Thesia
This is quite the odd way to start a chat. What do you mean by that?
Offering to help us in this investigation if she, well, you know, gets to have a taste of you.
I'll kind of raise an eyebrow as he says that, and I'll look at her.
And she gives you bedroom eyes.
I will kind of sneak my way out of your grasp. I'll stand up, kind of dust myself off, and be like, "Is that all that needs to be done? Honestly, that sounds like a lot of fun."
And she is giggling, and she is like kicking her feet up, and she's saying, "I know just exactly. You know, do you have like a your own place, or we can meet up at my place, you know.
Alright, but what I'm getting at is, but I don't want to say we're on a time crunch, but the sooner we can get this done, the better.
Oh, honey, we'll get this done, but this is the end game here.
Oh, honey.
Look, Vice seems to be on board, so I guarantee you, once this investigation is over, you get full reins over him. By all means.
On him? What, and him? Is he? We say he's part of the package as well?
Looking at Jin. And, DC will just look and go, why are you asking me? I mean, it's not a...
Listen, hun, if you're not using him, I may as well.
I'm not using either. I just met
Then that just means it's more for me.
Oh, shit.
You are strange. You're very
Eccentric? I'll take eccentric.
Whatever word works better for you.
I'll kind of like feign, put my like hand over my mouth, like.
But she has a very mischievous look. I'm gonna say she will say, you know what? All right, maybe to make. I'm only saying this because, you know. Why don't you all meet up at my inn, the inn that I'm staying at, and you know, I will exchange. You know, we'll have dinner, you know, and then once we got a little bit of booze in us, maybe some information gets leaked out during the fun. I don't know.
Is she inviting all of us?
I mean, she's only looking to you two. She's...
Dude, I'm such a good investigator. Richard could never.
Yeah, you're included in the package, fella.
Oh.
He goes, okay.
Chip will kind of realize and be like, oh. Oh, she wants me too?
I will put my arm around you now.
And Jin will like look at Thessia and be like, she wants me too.
Yes, Jin, I believe she wants both of you.
I'll give her a good look up and down and be like,
She goes, yay, on board, nice.
Okay.
And I'll whisper to Vice, this is not how I imagined this would go. This city is truly full of wonders.
Oh, but honey, if you're looking for some company as well, I've got a few handsome men on my list that you could probably ask out, you know?
What?
Well, listen, I'm going to be having some fun with your friends. If you wanted some fun with my friends, I'm, you know, one goblin girl to another goblin girl.
In goblin hushed tones, I will go, I've never done something like that before. What do you even do?
Oh, okay. Listen. I know just the guy. He's sweet, he's gentle, he's very gentlemanly.
Did I hear her whisper?
Make a perception check. Now, what is that 1d2, Clayton? What does this indicate?
Whether or not I say yes or not.
What is the 1?
Yes.
Yo. Jen, unfortunately, you cannot overhear.
This party's full of horrors.
Change the course of the campaign.
Right.
This is the most vital interrogation.
Miss Brockbart.
It's for the greater good, damn it.
We'll catch you later, then. DC is still kind of flush. She's just gonna stand up and just kind of...
She goes, bye.
I will wink as I walk away.
She will wink as well.
I need it known, Vice. If you look at DC right now, she is the most... It is the most flushed you've probably seen her in the past, like, 2 days.
Marcy's gonna blow kisses your way, Jin.
Jin will catch him.
Dude.
Oh, man. putting on her last. It's gonna be real awkward if I can talk to these fucking nincompoops.
So anyway,
Sophia's like, so how'd the investigation go? We're getting away.
Oh man, I want to get myself one of those. But, you know, these like hover bikes are quite expensive. Like, we're talking like only about like 1,000 of them in production right now. But
And they're very new and very fast.
absolutely,
The only people that will be able to
you're
obtain
saying
them
these things don't touch the ground?
are of a higher caste.
yeah, man, don't touch the ground. You know, as a skateboarder, like obviously we got wheels and whatnot to deal with. But
Oh
like,
no, he's getting a
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, man, it's so cool.
How do these things not touch the ground?
I think they use like some anti-graviton particles or something like that. I don't know.
Is he like sitting down?
Yeah, he's sitting down.
I want it to be like Jin like walks up and he like kneels down like behind the pew and he's like, what?
Yeah, he's turning around. He's back as like two Vice and DC others. He goes, dude, listen, her skateboard. All right, listen, it's fly as fuck. All right, if I can get it, right? I don't know how you. I'm not saying you gotta steal it, but like if she. I don't think she's been using that thing for a bit. Maybe she got a new one. If she was not loaning it out to anyone.
I will see what I can do.
Dude, Jin, my man, if you can get it done, I promise you that hoverboard, it's coming in the future.
Huh.
And of
Sounds like a deal, Brosif, and then he'll like hold out like a fist for a fist bump.
He'll fist bump you. He's like, yeah.
I'm debating whether or not I want to do this. It makes sense in character, but it might be a detriment to us as a party.
Say it. Be true to who you are.
Well, as a player, what is it? So you can mull over it.
No, I'm committing to the character.
Do it.
I'm turning around almost kind of dramatically and just go in the shittiest accent.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, now we don't want to make this investigation any harder. I agree, we should work together, partner.
Make a diplomacy check with advantage.
Is this making an impression?
This is making an impression 100%. Oh my lord.
Oh my god, bro. Thesia will sniff, like, as she's like, breathing, she'll be like, thinking in her head, be like, I can tell where the name came from.
And the shifter, he goes, the name's Perrin Vittel. I originally came from Welland, but parents immigrated to Avistar. Learned to pick up a tool, learned to pick up a smithing tool and an artifice tool, and got to crafting. Bit of a youngin' in the force here. Tim's my partner here. Consider him the senior officer.
The instant she mentioned crafting, Thesia looks a little more happy than how she did look.
Finally, someone who understands.
Finally, someone who has above 10 int.
And just between all of us, let's keep this case between just us. The other enforcers, a little too up their own asses sometimes. Some of the bureau agents, a little too cocky. So let's just keep it between us, all right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've just been nodding along this whole time.
He puffs out a little bit more smoke and he goes, "Okay, Yorg's a good town. Got good people. But it's got a bloody history behind it. That lake, some people don't know if it's a blessing or a curse. Quite frank with you, I don't know which one it is. Well, let's pray. At the end of the week, by the will of the Maker, we make it through safe and sound. We find any culprits, if there are culprits to be found, but they be put to justice. Either through the legal system, or at the end of the blade."
Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Just,
He'll take off his hat.
Yeah.
He's got like a buzzed cut.
Cool. I just want to. I'm just investigating and just kind of figure out how all this shit works.
It is a hat of disguise, specifically like higher level magic, and this gem is here to power it. He does not look like a caster. but it looks like if he taps on the hat, it basically activates a spell. And given that he's a shifter, and shifters aren't exactly treated the best in a lot of the lands, not just in Avastar, but like the continent in general, because a lot of people think shifters are like evil lycanthropes. He probably uses it to like get around in social places, circles. So it's you hold it, it's almost kind of sad because it's like he's gotta not be himself when he's gotta go around.
That is very sad. TC is very sad. Good job, Percy. Look what you did.
I'm sick. People will hopefully look past the shifter ancestry and hopefully recognize me for just a regular man. You know, I have a hobgoblin friend who helped me with this whole process. I wouldn't have been able to do it without his blueprints from Cloverstone. Good people from Cloverstone.
Yeah, I'm from Cloverstone. They're
You are now.
good people.
Well, you're evidence for that, for good people.
Yeah, and you and Mr. Tim over there, you two seem to be doing the right thing. Don't let what others try to tell you put you down.
I appreciate that, Miss Bethier. I do. Thank you very much. These very kind words. I wish you and your companions the best of luck in this investigation, alright?
Yeah. Take care.
Tip his hat and he will leave that academy more money. And I respect the fact that he is going to a school. I didn't get, my dumbass didn't get that chance to do that, so he's already taken a couple steps better than what I did. She finishes counting the coins and she'll slide them all into the pouch again. She'll say, "Alright. If you want to wait here a couple minutes, I'll go grab the skateboard."
Truly.
Yeah, just like that.
I cannot thank you enough.
Absolutely, and she'll stand up and she'll place a hand on your shoulder as she's walking up. She's walking around, and she'll say, "It's a small act of kindness, I think, for this kid, but small acts of kindness go a long way. I'm afraid I figured that out a little too late in my life, but it's good. What you're doing is good." Just fly by. I'm young. I make it sound like I'm like 50, but don't let Cormac hear all of this. I don't want him catching me sounding nostalgic, you know.
Of course, of course. Your secrets are mine.
Appreciate it. I shall hand you the skateboard.
And I appreciate this. And if you need anything, please, you are only but to ask.
I may have to ask in the future. Just a personal thing of mine. But
of course,
I shouldn't be troubling with you now. You get some rest now. I'm sure you got some friends waiting for you back in Lindon.
Yes. Well, thank you again, and you shall know where to find me.
She'll stick out an arm for a handshake.
I'll reciprocate said handshake.
You break the skateboard action.
Oh no! That would have been on the natural one.
Dude,
I'll like pick myself up and then like quickly look around to see if anyone saw that.
Make a perception check.
Oh no!
As far as you know, Chin, you're A-okay.
Alright, I'll stand up, I'll dust myself off and be like, well, the order wasn't founded in a day. And I'll hop back on the skateboard and try again.
Make another athletics check.
There's no way.
No!
Are you shitting me?
Bro, you can't do this to me.
You can't make this.
Mistress. And you go ahead. Perhaps it is your hubris.
4 natural ones.
Jin, you're thinking, man, Diego's gonna be so psyched out when I give him this skateboard, and then you snap and you fall.
Dude, if only you knew an inventor who knew how to fix this.
Oh no.
You broke the skateboard?
He broke the skateboard.
No!
I'm gonna like pick it up and be like, oh, oh. And I like of who is closest that I would know that could fix such a thing.
Thesia.
Oh, I'm gonna like, you know, oh, stuff it in my backpack and haul ass.
Simba is going to go ahead and write it all down. He'll say, all right, I'm just going to wait for Miss Kerwin to finish up with her report, and then afterward, we'll just relax. Call it the night. Is Mr. Eric with you?
No. Honestly, I figured he would already be back.
At this point, Jen, you run in.
Oh, that must be him.
Oh,
He is sweating.
I'll be
literally
I'll be seeing
I'm going to stumble because that was very sudden. Just be going.
You guys have never heard this man yell.
and genuinely shaken, BC will go, I believe I'm needed.
Yes, please.
Mrs.
Please go.
Danica, I'll, yeah.
It was never damaged in the first place. The little seam that was where you kind of glued it and repaired it back together. Impossible to tell whether or not it was damaged.
And with that, Thesia will take her goggles off and go, okay. Here you go, Jen. Skateboard, all nice and ready, all nice and repaired for you. Just kind of put it on the ground and kind of like wheel it away a little bit, just so you can see that it can wheel away without no issue.
Why don't we push it to see if it still rolls? Like just to almost.
Yeah,
like
no,
a
you
measure.
push it. You push it with the mage hand, and yeah, it works. It works fine. It was a little. The wheels were a little loosened before, but they've been tightened.
And after looking at that, I've been silent most of this time. I will look at you two, and we'll pull at the bottomless Stein, just go, ah!
And it kind of startles Zara, and she goes, yeah! She got her grapes in her mouth.
Right.
You have my eternal thanks. You need anything, just ask.
Much gold you got on you.
He said anything.
I said this in Goblin, by the way.
His face will just go blank.
And in Goblin, she will then go, no, that's fair. We're both in a similar situation, I imagine. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Just think of it as a nice favor from one party member to the other. And Thesia will get up. She's gonna go to the kitchen.
But then I broke it. Oh, I've never run so fast in my life.
As long as nobody saw you, in that event, well, it's simply not true.
Truer words have never been spoken, and he'll take another humongous swig.
Zari's not been saying much, but she's just been like smiling and her teeth shining as she's just like continuing to eat some grapes and now some oranges.
Nodding along.
Just something of that matter. And she is looking a little embarrassed. And she continues and says, I only really went along with it because I figured, hey, you get more information from him. He's an assassin. He probably gets around town, probably knows a good bit of stuff. But I then got, the moment, it's past, but I began to realize I have no experience in something of that nature.
Ah.
And she'll look to you and be like, do you, I know you're of the opposite sex, I think. because you... God, this is gonna come off as really strange, but you seem very aloof, fruity, probably.
Bro.
What's
Not at all what I thought you should call it.
No. Well, I was mainly I was trying to think of, like, what Thesia would call it. I couldn't think of anything else.
Are you fucking gay?
There is no affection in her eyes. All you can see is just like her as if she struck gold, like a genius. Be like, if I go in with like a little bit of experience, it won't be that bad, right? Well, I mean, I'd rather do it with someone I don't want to say I trust, but I, know a little bit. So it's just some stranger. Wonderful, wonderful. So, what do we?
Yeah.
Why don't you roll reflex and Zarya will compete against you?
For context, used to play at a Boy Scouts.
Holy shit, you might actually beat her. I lied.
Damn it!
Skill issue.
Dude, she's giving you the playful sticking out her tongue and being mean to you, but obviously not being mean.
Mm-hmm.
Do it one more time, but she will say, "If you win this time, I'll flash my abs at you."
I'll kind of give her a quizzical look and then just shrug.
Oh shit! You get a hero point back.
Rolled higher, but she still lost. That's so funny.
She rolled a natural 19.
Dude.
She's flabbergasted at how quickly you got a sudden boost in energy. She goes, "Wow, that's all it takes, eh?" Alright, fair is fair. And she'll stand up and she'll approach you. And she'll say, "Alright, get a good glimpse in, Vice, alright? Those beautiful amber eyes, get a good look." And she will slowly
She
lift
complimented my eyes? Alright, I'll wink to that.
She'll wink back and she will slowly, methodically pinch up her top and reveal some very nice, not like rock hard, but like very nice, well-toned, athletic abs. And then she'll stick her tongue out at you again before putting her pulling her shirt down.
As we were being led away, I will turn
How tall
around.
is he?
It's actually a good question. Hold on.
He's like, I'd say he's like 6 feet tall exactly.
I will, as I'm being led away, I'll turn around, I'll look at Thesia, and I'll give her a thumbs up.
Thesia stares at you like the dog gif.
Go ahead, post in the foundry.
Give me a second, 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 give me a second.
Yes!
Semicolon. Laugh at this user.
Laugh
He
at this
posted a
user.
semicolon.
I'm sorry.
So, as you guys are walking off into Hayorik proper, going to whatever inn, this dastardly inn Marcia has cooking up for you all, that's where we'll end the session.